Hello and welcome back to another video. I'm Zelp and today we're playing more ARK Survival Evolve and hopefully I am going to showcase my main base today in this video. I'm not too sure if I can finish it in time, but I'm going to try. So the location for the main base that I've decided on is going to be almost dead center at the map here, because the way I'm thinking is that if I want to explore more of this island, what better way than to be at the center because it's close to everything else. I managed to get my arrow back. It's actually in the settings to show yourself on the map, and by default for some reason it's not turned on, so I've turned it on so now I can actually see myself. Now the reason why I'm not dead center at the middle of the map, because dead center is actually above those cliffs over there, and above there there's a lot of dangerous stuff like the cats that we talked about in the last video. There's also raptors, and it's possible that a T-Rex can appear. I do find that this hill over here, let me give you a better view, it's actually not too bad. So it's over here, you have water source. We do need to go a little bit far to get some wood. There's also wood here, and obviously there's a lot of dinosaurs, so meat is not going to be a problem. And also, of course, I believe that it is fairly safe because when you're high up, things coming to get you from the bottom is harder than if you are like way down below, and things can just fall on you. So I do feel like this is going to be a good base to have. So what I did so far, I've cleared out some of the stones here. There was more stone. I'm gonna clear out more, and I'm probably gonna start building our main base over here. It is going to be made out of mostly stone. It's not going to be made out of metal right off the bat, simply because cement paste is a problem to make structures, and I don't have a lot of that. So maybe you have noticed, but I am currently using metal armor, and I also have a better crossbow now instead of just a bow, because after finding Harley and also Mary and capturing them at the mountains, near the mountains there's a lot of metal. So I farmed up the metal, built myself a forge there, and then start using them, actually using Harley to craft things like, I even crafted a rifle, a long neck, but I haven't have the bullets yet. So that is also something that is going to happen in the future. We got some saddles from the loot drops. Yeah, so let's start by building some foundation, shall we? Now I do want to point out that the base that I'm making is going to be one of those really big, very impressive ones. I don't want to make a small, very efficient but very cramped one where people would usually use in a PvP server. The reason why is because I want this to be comfortable. I want it to be organized. I want it to look good, and also potentially we're gonna have a lot of creatures living in them. And also considering that this is somewhat for a video, I want to make it such that it's easy to understand. Like the moment you look at it, you're like, oh, okay, that's the breeding ground. Over here is the place where you cook and stuff. So yeah, the whole point of it is really just to make it easy to understand as well. Now, although the edge here is more towards the center of the map, I've decided to keep this part empty and focus building from somewhere here. Now the reason why is because I feel like this edge is actually pretty good for a landing spot for the Argents, considering that if I build all the way to the end, if I venture out with a land mount, I need to walk a really long way back home. So I think somewhere in the middle is actually better. So at the back, because the land mount can't access this part, it's more for the flyers, and then the front will be more for the land mounts. Okay, so now when I build, I feel like it's important to find or identify where's the higher ground. So the reason why is because if you build on a low ground, like for example over here, right, and then later when you want to build the next one, because of the higher ground, the natural higher ground is blocking you, so you can't actually build above it. So what I'll do is I will build on the high ground, and then if I come to a point where the low ground is too low for foundation, I'll just put a roof instead of a foundation. Now roofs cost a lot less than a foundation as well, so you do how to say benefit from that. So yeah, so right now what I'm doing is I'm identifying the high ground, and it looks like the highest spot is probably somewhere here, right? As long as I can build left and right, it is okay. Now I do want to figure out like which way I want to face. Probably somewhere, maybe if I look at the map, I guess I should face north because of feng shui. Alright, there you have it. That is the first foundation for many other foundations to come, and this is going to be the building block of our house. Just when I was like motivated to build, it started to rain, and because it's late, it's nighttime, it's really cold, and I can't go out. Basically I have to stay indoors next to the campfire, else I'll take damage and potentially die. I feel like I need to change my gear back to hide, because hide actually has better hypothermal insulation, so maybe that might actually help me out a bit. I'm not too sure. Oh shit. Really? Hi on me. You know what? I should help. Oh no, it's running. Come back. Forget about him. Nice. Good job, guys. And I am starving. Plus it's really cold. Oh man. I'm telling you, one of these days, this game is gonna give me a heart attack. Another thing I like to point out is that I actually made this small hut thing, but I'm actually not too sure how effective it is because I don't have that house icon. So technically it should block the rain, right? Because I have a roof. So let's take a look and see if it actually helps. So right now I'm outside, and oh, it might be the campfire though. Jesus. So I really don't know. Can it be? Oh wait, I could put it out. If I put out the campfire, then I can check. 72. Out in the rain, it's also 72. So I guess it doesn't help. I think I need one more at least. One more what do you call, thatch wall to be considered like a house. So I am trying to get a little bit more thatch. Oh, and also we are no longer freezing. We need more wood. Do you have any wood? Well, I'm gonna steal some from here. Okay, so I'm gonna make a wall, maybe even a door thingy. Okay, let's see. Moment of truth. Yeah, now we got the house icon, and now things are a lot better. Okay, if I'm out, wait, what? If I'm out, it's 72 minus 23. If I'm in, it is 184, 32. And if I have the campfire on, it is 273 minus 12. Okay, got it. Oh wow, looks like Bigfoot attacked Shirley and he died. Okay, well, don't attack Shirley. So what I'm doing right now is I'm laying down foundation, and I'm gonna see how far it can stretch, right? Like over here it's okay, over here it's not because it's too low, over here it's not because it's too low, here it's not because it's too low, and we're gonna base off where we can place as sort of like as a guideline to how our base is actually gonna look like. So we're letting fate decide our base. It's looking really weird though. Okay, so this is the shape of the foundation or the base that I can go with. So as you can see, I cannot add any more, or at least it doesn't snap to any other part of the edge. So let's just get a view from here. Like, this is how it's gonna look like. I feel like the entrance is still going to be this direction facing north. So this is probably the entrance coming in, and we have to pretty much find a way to make use of all these space with the generator, with the fridges. Now, if I do want more space, I could put like ceilings instead of the foundation, and I could extend to about almost like two boxes out from a foundation. So technically I can still have a much bigger place, and I'm gonna think about how I'm gonna do that. Maybe I'll actually extend it a little bit more, but it wouldn't look as nice from the sides, because then it will be sort of like hovering from the ground. But then again, I think I'm okay with it. Okay, going up is gonna be a problem. So something interesting I realized about the base is that it is in between two zones, it seems. So over here I'm fine, right? It's okay, but when I come over to this side, it gets really hot. And yeah, so not too sure what I think about this, but once the shelter is built, I might be able to get some form of protection. Now, I did say that I want this to be a little bit more impressive, so I decided to extend it with another layer of ceiling, maybe even 2 layers. I don't really know yet, but I did get kind of sidetracked because I saw a high level, well, at this current state, a fairly high level Argentavis at level 32. Now, I do think that the dino levels kind of scale with the days that has passed. So back when I tamed these two, they are relatively high relative to the other Argents that I could find. So after a while now, I actually can find some days at level 32. But I think I shall resist and wait for even higher level Argents to spawn. So meanwhile, we're just gonna continue and focus on the base. So there's a problem. You can see there's Alpha Carno over there, and I don't even know what level it is. Let me check. And the problem is, oh, level 14 mil. It's really close to my base, and we kind of need to get rid of it. I'm not too sure if we can take it on, but we're gonna try. Oh boy, Jesus, relax. There's so many on our hands right now. Okay, here goes. I'm leaving the Shirley Pterodon at the back. Wish me luck. Once it gets bloody, I'll probably going to use my bow. Oh no, Mary is hurt. Mary is hurt. And Shirley died? What? I really don't think I can. Shit. Oh no. What have I done? I killed them. I should have just lured it away. Oh, you know what? A good way to actually lure it away from me is to make it go down the hill. Here comes the raptors. If it can go down the hill, it probably wouldn't come up that easily. I'm actually dying due to the cold, so I have to go back right now. I might actually die. Please don't die. Please don't die. There's nothing much we can do right now. Oh no. Yikes, bro. Okay, time to lure it. Here goes. Come to me. That's it. A little bit more. Ooh, you dropped. Okay, I don't think you can come back up. This is for Mary. Holy crap. He almost got back up. This is so scary. I can get a headshot, but the body will have to do. It's bloody. We might actually kill it. For Mary. I would rather prefer not to kill it in the water. There you go, it's dead. Oh, what the hell, man. It's just so sudden, you know. I went in to the forest to get some wood. And suddenly the Carno is there. Suddenly the raptors appear. Suddenly I'm dead. I mean, Shirley and Mary is dead. Okay, so I've covered up most of the any access point. If you're not flying, you can't really go into my base right now unless you can open my door. So I think the base is somewhat safe for now. We are going to go get ourselves another pterodon and also hopefully another Argent. And this time we're going to try our best to get something decent. Shirley was actually, both of them weren't that bad, but I think we can do better. So I found a level 33 Pteranodon. I just realized I've been pronouncing their names wrongly this whole time. I'm just going to call it Terra. So we're going to try and capture this one. Let's see if we can. Okay. Oh my god. Oh no, I'm stuck. Okay, I'm free. Okay, I have to make sure that my pet here, Harley, does not get aggro and kill him instead. Putting up my trank arrow. That's the first trank. Oh, that's a headshot. He almost died, I think. Look at the blood. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna go and try and find some prime meat and give it to him. So raw prime meat is still better. I have a lot of cooked prime meat, but raw is still better. So I'm trying to get some. Did I hit the green one? I'm not too sure. I may have. I might have. I think I did. Okay, so this is going to be our Terra. I am going to get ready to settle for him, and then the next one that we're probably gonna have to look for is another Argent. So we do have a lot of prime meat. Sadly, we won't be able to use them all. So I think I'm gonna go and try and cook as many as I can. Okay, this is kind of mean, but I'm gonna name this bait. Because in a way, we're using him as bait to catch more Argents. So let's head out to the mountains. Again, need to be careful of those cats thingies. We're probably gonna catch one in the future, but not right now. Now I need to lose it so that I can use my bait to actually do it. Okay, it's time for the bait. The bait's turn. I'm not overweight, right? Yes, I'm not. And he is in. Okay, now I'll just rush over here, close it, while he is aiming for bait. Nice. Okay, now we take it out. So this is a male, which I guess can mate with Harley. And just for the memes, I'm gonna call this one Joker. Something I find that I just figured out is that if you land and fight him on the ground, it's easier to hit him. So you're hitting him a lot more often than try to fight him in the skies. And so basically you kill it a little bit faster. Alright, let's get the prime meat. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Prime meat coming in. Oh, nice. There you go. Name of, yep, he's gonna be Joker. Now I feel like the problem with Mary was that I didn't give her a saddle, and without a saddle they don't have the extra armor and it's relatively squishy. So after a long day of farming materials and building, this is the outcome of our new base. Now there are multiple compartments and there are things that is obviously not done yet, like there is actually something over here. It's probably going to be a greenhouse. We have our air support place, pet place, where you can actually just land over here. The reason why it's like 3 layers tall is so that when you jump off you don't actually accidentally jump out of this this place. Now there's also kind of obvious, but there's also a pit for land creatures as well, but we don't really currently have any, except for Jessica, I guess, which we will rescue her in the next episode and bring her over. You can see that there are ladders all around, so you can actually access different part of the roof, and the roof is probably some of the places that we are going to do some plantation, maybe have a greenhouse, things like that. There's also this part where I really want it to be a box, and the reason why it's so tall is because in the future we're going to put the industrial forge here, and industrial forge is about 5.5 boxes high, so that is the reason why this is about 6 boxes high. And just to get that corner we actually had to put down a pillar, otherwise we couldn't place the outermost ceiling in order to make a support all the way up. Now however, the outside, this part doesn't look very nice. There's like gaps everywhere, so you might find ways to fill it up. I'm still not too sure. Maybe we'll also build a fence, a spike fence across from this end to maybe round it and maybe towards this end. It really depends, because we do need to keep our tames safe. I don't want them dying to some giga that just spawned or something, or another alpha which killed Mary and also Shirley, so we are playing it safe. Now as for the insides, I'm gonna show you guys in the next video. However, I do want to point out that it's still not complete. I have a lot of plans for it. I'm also going to be building with metal soon once I have enough ingots, and probably build out towards this way, and it's going to be a metal base, which is also probably going to be like the research center where we prepare our tech gear. We might have a metal vault there. We most likely have the generator and stuff from this metal base run through into this base, where we can put lights, at least, you know, have some lights, and also a refrigerator and things like that, maybe even air conditioning. So this part of the station where we put dinos may also eventually become a place for incubation. And yeah, basically that is about it for now, and can't wait for you guys to see how the inside look like. I really hope that I could start making metal base soon, so that I can get the generator going, get the fridge going, get the fabricator going. Oh yeah, and also I have long neck rifles already, so we'll be a lot stronger, at least in terms of attack. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you like my creation. Share your thoughts down in the comments. Bye bye. This is Joker, Harley, and we have a shark bait. Shark bait!